Sorry for starting the meeting late. I had something to do before this. Okay, I'll send the link to the uh Google Collab in chat. Uh, give me a minute.
Hi, I'm Aiden. I haven't been here for the past few classes, but I'm probably gonna be here for the next few classes. I learned, Scratch coding.
Okay, so today it's a review class, so we're basically just going everything we learned. Um, I'll just go into the topics more in depth so you can understand. So I think you'll be fine.
I have a question.
Yes.
Like, when does class start?
It was supposed to start half an hour ago, but I sort of forgot. So, sorry
Okay.
about that. This is the sorry, Google Collab. So, um, you open the link and you just file, save a copy in Drive so you could edit it yourself. Um, and yeah, if you don't have Collab, like if it doesn't show up, just go to the Drive. You go to New, More, and Connect More Apps. Then search up Col Collaboratory. Then you can just add it, install it. And then you can run the code. Um, I'll just wait a bit so you can make the copy. Does everyone have the
It said I'm not allowed to use it. Like my Google account is too young or something.
Collaboratory?
Uh, yeah, for the uh collab, like for the link you put in the chat.
Wait, can you not open it or
No, I can open it, but there's just a big thing that just says can't access this service, and it said it's unavailable to kids under 13.
did you try? You added the Google Collab like this, right? Or
No, I don't have Google Workspace because my account's too young.
oh, so you don't have the Connect More Apps function?
No,
Oh, uh, I
I
don't
can
know
use
how
my
to.
mom's Google account.
Oh, you could do that too.
Okay.
That should work. I'll just wait a
So should
bit.
I use the link in the chat for my mom's account?
Yeah. It's the same collab. Just sign into like your mom's account if you have it, and just you can use the collab that way. And like make sure to save a copy in Drive.
What it need? I don't know the password to my mom's
Oh,
Google account.
okay. So just I don't think there's like much you can do. Just follow on the screen and
Wait, I gotta
yeah.
go get my mom to enter the password.
Oh, okay. Um, okay. So uh, these are just like the topics we're going to be going over today. I'll just wait a bit until Aiden can get it working. Yeah. Also, since it started half an hour late, it's gonna go on till 7. So, yeah. Aiden, is it working now or?
Apparently, my mom doesn't know the password to her own Google account, so like.
Okay, so I guess you could use like an online just to run it, but you would have like you could just copy this stuff. W3 Schools has one. This uh yeah, so if you just go to this website, you can just like delete that part and just copy this stuff down into the editor, and then you can run it and it'll work. So I'll just copy paste the first box into the chat so you can copy and paste it easier. Okay, so I'll get started. I'll zoom in a bit. Okay, so review day.
The
We're going.
collab worked now. Like she put in the password, so yeah, now I'm in.
Oh, okay. All right. Did you make a copy?
No, I just like copied the first link you put in the chat. Like my mom figured out her password.
Okay, no. Then when you're at like the file, you have to this page. You have to go to File and save a copy and drive because this is you have to make your own copy of this file.
Okay. So like I'm making my own copy.
Yeah. File, then save a copy and drive.
Okay, I made a copy.
Okay. And so you know, it's like to if you like click this box to run it, you can just press this button. And that runs it. Okay. So this review day, we're going to be going over print statements, variable types like strings, floats, that kind of stuff, math operations, if statements or while loops, list and tuples, string manipulation, and functions. Okay, so the first example, it sort of combines both functions and print statements, and also math functions. So it's just like an overall review. Um, so what this function does, def it defines the function. So define um print 3 is the name of the function. And it takes in 3 parameters. So these 3 parameters, um you you have to give the function those parameters for it to work. So as you can see here, when you call the function print 3, and then you give the function these 3 variables. So 1 is x, and then 2 is y, and then 3 is z. And then the function uses those 3 variables to do the function. So it prints x plus y plus z. And since these 3 are strings, it just puts them one after another, like 1, 2, 3, and the first one is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, function called print3 that takes in 3 parameters. The second function, it's called sum, and it takes in 2 parameters, x and y. And then it returns x plus y, and this code here doesn't run because it's after the return statement. So it doesn't do anything, but it just returns x plus y. So as you can see here, when you run it, sum 1 and 2, 1 is x, 2 is y, so it just returns x plus y, which is 3. then when you assign it to like a variable, in this case the variable name is sum, then you print the variable, it's 3. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Yeah. Um. Oh, I think this was be a practice problem, but I forgot to take out the answer, so I'll just go over it. Write a function that returns the sum. Actually, no. Before we go on, does anyone have questions about on the first box? I guess.
So like does like print 3 just like make it show 3 numbers or something?
Oh no. This is the name, the function of. Hold on, I can't talk. The name of the function. So like this could be like you could just name it IDK and it still does the same thing. You can name it anything. Um, but the real okay, print it prints like you can print like hi in here and it prints hi, but you can also print like uh math operations. So this prints x plus y plus z, and as I said before, in this function x is 1, y is 2, and z is 3. But since these are strings, strings are like Python recognizes them as the same as like a word or a character or any like that. It doesn't recognize it as a number since you have quotation marks around it. So it prints them one after another. So like if I put like ABC here and then Reddit, it puts them in order like ABC
Oh,
2
okay.
3. Do you have questions about the second function or?
Yeah, like can you like explain the second one too?
Oh, okay. So the name is sum. It could, as I said, it could be like anything. It could be like someone, and you just make this someone. Uh, this is okay. This is how you like call a function. If you don't have this part here, this thing doesn't do anything. It's just so you can reuse it. Like um, you could set another variable like sum2 and then call the function with 2 different numbers. So it just makes it easier to add these 2 numbers, so you don't have to repeat this line of code every single time. So it's like this first one where it takes in 2 variables. So like x and y here, it correlates to these 2 numbers. So in this first part, 1 is x and 2 is y. And then return is basically it you can assign like a variable to the function if you return it instead of just printing it. So what this does, it just sum 1 of 1 and 2, it assigns this variable the value of x plus y, which is 3. So this variable has a value of 3 now, as you can see here. And when you print it, it prints 3. Does that explain things?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. How do you know like separate know which type of function is which? Because like to me like the functions kind of look like the same thing.
Oh, okay. So functions, there can be anything like under here. You can like add like for loops or while or like any. It's just a way to repeat your code less. So define. Okay, so I'll just make another function. So if you define a function of like print hello, and you want to print like hello, um, like these 3 functions are all different, but like the purpose of a function is to it's storing code, so you don't have to like if you want to print hello, uh, I guess like multiple times, you don't have to do print and then like hello. You can just run print hello, and that like simplifies the coding process.
Okay.
Okay, so would IDK 123 be 6? No. So if this was IDK, oh wait, never mind. Yeah, it would be one. It would be 6 because you don't have quotation marks around them, so it treats them as integers, just numbers, so it just adds them together. Yeah. Next one. Write a function that returns the sum of twice the first number and the second number. So this is just basic math. So you define a function called double sum here, and then you have to take in two numbers. You can yeah, the variables that you take in, these two can be any any number or no, any value. So this could be like x and y, but in here they just go with a and b. It just doesn't matter. Just you have to use these two variables in here, so they have to match up, but they can be any value. So write a function that returns the sum of twice the first number and the second number. So you take in two values. The first number is going to be a, the second number is going to be b. So twice the first number is 2 times a, times it's written with asterisks. So like shift 8 is how you get the asterisks, and you multiply that with a to get double, and then you add b. That's like just basic math. And then yeah, so like if you run this with all of these, they return 5 times 2 plus 10 is 20, 1 times 2 plus 0 is 2, and 156 times 2 plus 3002 is 3,314. So it works for all the numbers. Because in this case 5 is the first number, which is a, 10 is the second number, which is b, and then just does this operation with 2 times 5 plus 10. Does that make sense to everyone?
So like double sum is like basically just making a function that makes the adds the sum of the first number times 2 and the second number, right?
Yes. So that's what this function does. But as I said before, you can name this anything. It doesn't have to be named double sum.
How do you like define like what a function does? Like how do you make
Okay. So a function, you just define a function with def. That's how you define a function. And then the format for defining a function is define def, and then you can, the next part is what do you name your function, like and then this part is where you put in your parameters. So parameters are what basically you can put in values into the function. So if you want to say just return the number, for example, print the number you put in the function, you have to take in the number first. So like for example, IDK print a, like 2, for example. Yeah, so when you want to run the function, you just type in the function name and then the parentheses, and then whatever you want to feed into the function. So in this case, like there's an a here, and this 2 is equal to the a in this function because you give it when you run this, it assigns the value of 2 to a. So and when it says print a in here, it actually runs print 2. So it prints 2, as you can see down here. You can also not put, if you just want to print like hello or something like that, as I said before, you can not put anything into the parentheses. That's like the basic formatting for a function is just define the name, then parentheses, then the colon, and then whatever comes after that, it can be anything.
Okay, so like, how do you make like, yeah, what do you have to do to like make the like function do what you want? Like, or have we not learned that yet?
Oh, so you just go how to explain, just like this could be any code. So if you want to, you just have to code to like what you want it to do. So the function is just a way to store the code. It doesn't do anything else.
Oh, okay.
So okay. A function that computes the power of one number to another number. Do not use power. Okay. So this is a function with the for loop. So power is basically so if anyone doesn't know what power is, like 7 to the power of 3 is 7 times 7 times 7. So basically just multiplies the first number uh with itself as many times as the second number. So in this case, um you want to take the power of two numbers, so you have x and y here, and then um for total, okay, so you first set total to 1, and total is um basically what your final answer is going to be, but you have to define it first, so you just set it equal to 1. And then this for loop, it takes okay, so for I in range of y, so for example, this here is 2 and 2, so x is 2 and y is 2. So for I in range of 2, so y is 2, and for y in range 2, it runs it 2 times since it's 2, and you times total by the number itself. So okay, so if you run through the loop once, the first loop, the total is 1 and x is 2. So total 1 times 2 is 2. And then the second loop, um the total this time is 2 from the last time. And then you times it with 2 again, which is 4. Uh and then you just return the total. In the second example, this is like 5 and 3, so 5 is x and 3 is y. And then for I in range y, you don't use I in here, it's just a way to define how many times it loops. Since you want it to you want to times the first number by the amount of times as the second number. So what this total times equals x, it basically times the number with itself, because total um is in the first loop you multiply by x, so it is that number. So for example, in the first loop, total is equal to, in the second example, total is equal to 5 because it's 1 times 5, which is 5. And then in the second loop, total is equal to 25, since when you total doesn't reset, so it's still equal to 5 in then the second loop. And you multiply it by x, which is 5, as we said before, so it's 25. Then when you run it again, it equals 125, since total is 25, and then you just multiply it by 5 again. So it's basically just a repeating recursive function um to get the power. As you can see here, just run these. It prints out 2 to the power of 2, 5 to the power of 3, and 7 to the power of 2. Okay, so this box. Oh wait, sorry, wait. Aiden, does that make sense? Or are you a little lost?
I'm a little lost. Yes.
Um,
It's okay.
I can okay, here's what I do. I'll send you the links to the previous week's collabs. There's instructions on there, so you can after this class you can just um you can do the collabs yourself. Uh, there's still like explanations written with in the green text, so I think you can
Okay.
just go over it yourself. I'll send the links.
So like, there's instructions on like how to do it.
Yeah. There's just basic instructions though. So if you have problems, you can also yeah, Daisy, I'll send them to you too. If you have trouble, you can also go to this website and tutorials and learn Python. It also has like the basics there too, like lists, operators, booleans, strings, that kind of stuff. So I'll send the links to the collabs and the links to uh these. Just give me a minute. Sorry, my Wi-Fi cut out for some reason. I'll send the links again in chat. So that's the first week's link. Second week's link. Third week's link. Is there recording? I'm not sure. You can ask your parents to ask in the WeChat group if there is a recording or not.
Okay.
That's the third week's link in chat, and last week was the fourth week, so there's only 4 collabs before this. And then if you need extra help, this is this basic tutorial in Python. Okay. So on to the next one. Uh, this part is going over lists. So write a function that prints the biggest positive difference between two elements in a list. So, okay. So the function is called biggest diff or biggest difference. It takes an x. So what x is, it's a list. So you want to find the biggest positive difference between two elements. So like in this list, the biggest positive difference in like any list is going to be the biggest number minus the smallest number. So to get the biggest number and smallest number from the list, you sort the list first. So this x dot sort, x is a list, and then you sort it. Sort just organizes the list into biggest to smallest. So for example, if you do like just define the list as like 27297, then you sort it. Oh yeah, it just sorts it smallest to biggest. So that's what this part is doing. And then return it returns this value. So in any list, the index 0 is the first value. So that's the smallest number. So this part is the smallest number because it's the first number in the list, which is the smallest number because we sorted it. And then this value is the largest number. So -1 just gives you the last number in the sequence in the list. So in this list it's gonna be 9. So 9 minus 2 is 7, and if you print this, it gives you 7 because 9 minus 2 is 7, and then in this part 107 minus 14 is 93. So that's what it does. That's just okay. Oh yeah, so for this part, if people didn't like go to the previous meetings, the brackets, these brackets are indexes of the list. So for a list, say you have like list of 2 9 like no 1 2 3 4 5. 1 is at position 0, 2 is this number is position 1. So this was position. These are the positions of the what's it called? The integer, I guess. So what's in the brackets is the position of the integer. So if this was a list, the one at place at -1 is the last integer, which is 5. This 0 is the first one, which is at 1. So like say if you were to change this to 2, x of x at index 2 is this is index 2, so it would be equal to 3. Yeah. Uh okay, so I'll just make this a practice. Just delete whatever you have and just try to make the function on your own. I'll give you like 5 minutes to do that.
So do we like just copy the example or something?
Oh, this might be a little hard for you to do, so for people that like don't know how to do this, just write a function that um it's subtracts two numbers. Like okay, so to set up the function you do define like subtract and then you take in two numbers and then after that um you know how to subtract numbers, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah, so just make it return the difference of these two numbers.
So like we want to find the difference of two numbers, right?
Yeah, so if you do this part should subtract like 3 and 2, this should equal 1.
Oh, so that's like so that's what we're doing. Like we just write subtract and then like two numbers.
Oh no, you have to fill in this part. So, well, like what would go here for the function in order to subtract these two numbers?
Well, what's x and what's y?
Those are just
I know, but like
placeholder. Yeah. Oh,
yes.
in this case, they're 3 and 2.
So would like the return be like one or something?
Okay. Yeah, but you have to write like this doesn't return anything. The return is just statement that says it just returns whatever you put here. So if you're like x, if you plus return x, it just returns 3. But say if you return like y, it would return 2. I'll just give you the answer like x minus y. That's subtract because um so you want this to work for any two numbers. So these two are just placeholder variables. So they could like say if this was like 5, in this case x would be equal to 5, and then 2 would be equal to y here. So when you run this, it's instead of x minus y, it would be 5 minus 2, since these two are equal to x and y. Do you get it or?
So like we write divide subtract like x y and then like a colon return x minus y then subtract like any two numbers.
Uh, okay. The function name like there's no there is a built-in function to subtract, but it's just a minus. There's no like um the name doesn't matter. It doesn't like make the function do anything. It's just so
Then
you
how do
could
we
just
make it do something? Like,
It says def subtract x, y, return x minus y has an error.
oh uh did you indent it?
Yes.
Uh do you call wait actually no this shouldn't return an error, it should just return nothing. Um
Its error is this.
wait, what's yeah this you can send there in chat. Define subtract. Invalid syntax. Is there anything above that line of code? So like there's just nothing above it except the green text.
There's nothing above it. It's just def subtract 3, 2.
Oh, okay. Wait, you have to put something below it. You have to put this below it.
Yeah, I have return x minus y at the bottom. This is my code.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Send the code. Oh, okay. Wait. I know what's wrong. Yeah. These two, they can't be, uh, they can't be the actual numbers. So, um, x and y, you want this to work for any two numbers, not just 3 and 2. So you just give it two placeholder values. So, like, if you want to subtract 5, for 5 and 2, in this case, x is equal to 5 and y equals to 2. It's just like you can plug in any two numbers into here, and then those two numbers, you always want to subtract them. So you subtract them and you return it. So this has
Now
to
it
be x and y.
no value at all.
Oh yeah, because if you don't it's really hard to like catch you guys up because you missed whole class, but um this function, it just stores the code. It doesn't actually run it at first. So like if you want to, it just makes it easier. So if you want to subtract like 3 and 2, you also subtract 5 and 4 and 2, I guess. And then that uh
I did what you put like on the screen, like nothing happened.
did you okay, you have to print them. You have to print.
Oh, I have to put print.
Yeah, because this returns the value. It doesn't print it. For the people that did this part, you can just send your answer in chat.
I did like what you did. Still nothing happened. Oh, I think I forgot to put the colon.
Yeah, the colon, there needs to be a colon here, yeah.
Still, like nothing happened.
Copy and paste. Oh yeah, do you run it?
Oh.
You press the
Oh, it worked. Like I
Yeah.
did 7 minus 3 and I put 4.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. So I'll go over just get it back. Okay. So this is the answer. So I'll get the average of a list. So the average of a list, the formula is you add all the numbers in the list up, and then you divide the sum of everything by the amount of numbers in the list. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, and 10, you add them all together, which is 16, and then there's 4 numbers in the list, so you divide 16 by 4, so that the average is 4. This function, x is the list that you're feeding into the function. So total equals 0. You're setting that to 0 since there's no value. The value is nothing yet. So for each value in the list, so for I and x, so it will just loop through. Like in the first loop, I is 1. Second loop, I is 2. Third loop, I is 3. And then fourth loop, I is 5.
What are loops?
So 10. Loops are we have okay. It'd be hard for you to like do anything here without like previous knowledge. So I guess just like try to understand as much as you can. Then when the class ends, just go through the other collabs.
Oh, can you check my code, please? Just
Okay,
get
yeah.
rid of my code. It's the rest of the stuff.
What is length? I'll just answer Denise' question. Length is just length of x. In this case, x is a list, so it just gives you how many numbers are in the list. So like for example, if you were to run this, it would give you 4 because there's 4 numbers in the list. Code average first. Average list returns sum divided. That doesn't work because you don't have a sum doesn't do anything. You can't do like I'll copy and paste your code. First of all you have define average.
I do have a defined average. It's after my code. Just like my code is the atom.
Wait, did you does this work? Yeah. Okay, so sum that first of all, sum doesn't work. Sum of the list but okay, so if you were to like
It worked for me.
Wait, so should I just like leave and like look at it later or something?
yeah, sorry, but like I think that'd be the best way.
My result is average of the list is 4.0.
Int object is not callable. Do you have the function sum somewhere?
I use
Or
Replit.
is so your basic like format is correct, but I don't think this doesn't work.
It doesn't give me an error.
Okay, so I'll just say like what you're like doing is right. Like what you're trying to do is right. But just don't do sum, just do this, which is this part finds the sum. So it's basically what you did.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
So next part, we have okay. I'm not gonna finish going over all of them. Write a function that sums up all the elements of the integer array except for the sixes. Okay, so I'll give you like 5 minutes to do that. Oh wait, I forgot to answer the question in the chat. So it tells you the length of whatever you put in. Yeah, so length of x. So it just returns the length of the list you put in. So in this case, there's 4.
This is so much harder than Scratch.
Yeah, Scratch is just drag blocks. It's not that much different though. It's just you have to type out the functions instead of dragging them in. So do this part.
Can you keep the code on the screen, please?
Yeah.
I'll zoom out so you can see both parts. Okay. Just working on this part. So write a function that sums up all the elements in an integer array except for the sixes. So yeah, in this case, it should return 30. Yeah, Ninja, your answer is correct, but you don't have to do the else. You don't have to do else total equals total because it would still equal total even if you don't have the else statement. So you can just remove that. I got 30 for the total, but it still shows false. I think that should work. I'll just run your code. So you don't need this part.
The previous one, def average, it says it's false.
This?
Yeah.
When you run this?
I also added the print average.
Can you just send what your code in chat? Oh wait, yeah, yeah, okay. For this, you have to return the total. So
I did
yeah.
what you did. I did like what you did. It's not working. Like, can I put it in
This,
chat?
yeah.
It's not. It didn't work.
Define average total equals 0 for I and X. Oh, don't indent print average. Oh yeah, so then yeah, you have to put return total, because if you don't return anything, then um there's no value to it. Yo-yo.
What's wrong was like mine. I did what you did, but I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, you see the indent before the print statement? Just remove that indent.
I did. Oh, the print average thing.
Yeah, print average. Remove the spaces before it. Yo-yo.
It just it says
Uh,
false. It says false.
oh, hold on. Yo-yo. Remove the one indent from the return total divided by length x, because otherwise it would run inside the loop statement. So just take out one from the indent. Aiden, what was your question?
It says false now. Like I removed
Oh
the.
yeah, yeah. Remove an indent from the return statement, because in this case, like, if you indent this, then it runs inside this loop.
Now it says syntax error. I removed all the indents.
No, don't add. Yeah, keep an indent before the return, but like don't add two indents.
Oh,
So
now it
just,
says true.
yeah, okay.
What's syntax error?
It just means you did something wrong.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so for this, Ninja's answer it's this. You could another way to do this is before you do it, you just for like, you can just remove the sixes in the list before you add them. So that's another way to do it. I won't code it out right now, but that's another way to do it. I'll write a function that returns how many times a letter appears in a string. So yeah, just 5 minutes to do this. Nini, that's I think that's correct, yeah.
It says like file IPython input 13 so line 2 and indentation error indented and indented block.
Are you talking about this part?
Yeah, like the no, I'm talking about like how many times the letter appears in a string.
Oh, okay. You have to write it. Did you write the function or?
Yeah, it says like indentation.
Oh, okay, yeah, because this is it's an exercise. You have to write the code yourself. So this won't work. You have to like actually write the function because this is just the template for the function. This doesn't do anything yet.
Oh,
Let's
then
go
what
over
do
right
you
now.
do? Then what
Ninja
do you
is
do?
was copy and paste. Ninja is thing here. So yeah, this works. So what it does total is 0 because there's nothing yet. So for every letter in the word, if the lat letter is equal to the this letter, then you add 1 to the total, and then you return the total. So yeah, this works. Is there any other way to do this? I guess you could another way to do this is just convert it into a list and then that's the same thing. Yeah, so this is how you do it. There's not really that much time. So I'll just give you like a minute to do this one. What is it trying to okay, so takes in a sentence and see if it ends in a okay. So like this one it ends in a period, so it prints true. This one does not end in period, so it prints false. So if the string or sentence, yeah, if the string ends in one of these three, then return true. If it doesn't, return false. I'll just go over right now. So what is yo? It it's just the string. It doesn't mean anything. It's just it ends this string ends in a period, so it returns true. So go over to this. I think the easiest way is just make make a list out of them. And then if the last this gives you the last character in the string is in oh I should name that X Y sure return true else return false uh yeah so um you just basically I just stored these three quotations these symbols into the list so um if the last uh character in the string is in that list then um you return true but if it's not on the list then you return false Is there enough time to do this one? Okay. I'll just quickly go over this. So, given a string, return a new string made of 3 copies of the last 2 characters of the original string. So, for example, this would be equal to that. This is string manipulation. So, just new string. This is just going to be equal to the last 2 characters in that string. So new string is equal to x. Then you slice it. To get the last 2 characters, you do -2. So -2 takes the second to last character in here, which is a, and then from a to the last character, which is n. So a and n. And then I guess this is new substring. Then new string is equal to just x plus x plus x. So and then you return new string. Wait. Oh wait, yeah. So what this does is you define a new variable is equal to the last 2 characters in that string. And then you can multiply by 3, since how multiplication with strings work is they just put the strings like back to back. So you can do that. Then you return this new string, and then it's equal to that. You can also just not assign the variable to this and just do this. This also works. So you're just like less code, but it returns the same thing. There's a couple more functions, but we don't have time to go over them. So you can practice them on your own. What you have to do is just write in the green text. And for the people that didn't attend the previous meetings, go over the previous collabs, and yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.